Happy Tuesday! We just finished up yesterday our lessons reviews for 91 through 95. Today we are starting off on lesson review for lesson 96, and that'll be found on page 518, so I'll let you get there. And we are reviewing rounding to the nearest dollar. So again, I think I said this in the video about this, but this is helpful in practical life. When you're walking through the store and maybe you only have a $20 bill and you're trying to figure out if you have enough money. This is a very reasonable way to go through the store and figure out how much you're about to spend on all the things that you're buying. Okay? So we're rounding these to the nearest dollar and we're trying to get as close as possible because we don't want to be too far off. It is also a very, very reasonable practice to go ahead and round to the nearest dollar and not half dollar, because it's easier to think about adding like 5 plus 8 or 8 plus 8 instead of like 8.50 and 9.50, you know what I'm saying? So just rounding to the nearest dollar is just easier in a setting where you don't have anything else but your brain to work with. So go ahead and, again, it's page 518, lesson practice, and we are at A. So they told us that $490 is the price of, let's say, a huge box of family size corn pops, and I want to round that to $5. That is the closest dollar. It is much closer to $5 than $4, and because we only can go to the nearest dollar, we already know that we're changing that 4 to a 4 or a 5. All right, let's go to the next one. We're going to do A, B, C, and D. Awesome. All right, so A and then B is $6.25. And this is what you're thinking, is $6.25 closer to $6 or $7? I would say that's closer to 6 because we're not even at halfway yet. So that's $6. And again, if you have any questions, please, please, please review the videos that we've already done. 7, let's go ahead and put that together. $8.19. $8.19 is not at the halfway point. So I am, again, going to round down to $8. And then last but not least, we have $6.79. And that is way past the halfway point. So I'm going to go ahead and round up to $7. I hope my explanation made sense on those. And I am going to erase. Here we go. Please turn to the next lesson practice, and I will catch up with you shortly. Okay. Let's go to page 522. And again, we are talking about multiplying 3-digit numbers, and now we're doing them a little bit harder because it's not whole numbers. Excuse me, we're doing more numbers that are in between the quarter point, halfway, and 75% point. So let's go ahead. We're going to do A, C, and E to spell out ace, and then we're going to move on to the next one. So first one is A, and we have 135 times 6. Nothing's changed. You still multiply everything by that number on the bottom. 5 times 6 is 30. Put down, that looks like a 6, Mrs. Lee. Come on. 0. Put up the 3. 3 times 6 is 18. Plus 3 is 21. Put down the 1. Carry the 2. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 2 is 8, making our answer 810. Perfect. Let's do C now. We have 275 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Put down the 0, carry the 2. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 2 is 30. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, making our answer 1,100. Okay, let's do that E question. You guys are awesome. You're getting through this online math stuff. I know it's really hard, but I'm proud of you guys for working through these videos with me. All right. E, 706 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Put down the 8, carry the 4. 0 times 8 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 7 times 8 is 56. Put down the 5 and the 6. And we have an answer of 5,648. All right, move on to 98. Estimating by weight or mass. Let's go ahead and do A. We're going to work with some tables next. So we're going to do A for this one, and then we'll go ahead and work with the tables on the next lesson anyway. So on A, it says, an empty bucket weighs 1 pound. When filled with water, the bucket weighs 9 pounds. A pint of water weighs about 1 pound. So I'm automatically writing down that 1 pint is about 1 pound. That's going to help me a lot in this question, because then it's asking me about how many pints of water were in the bucket. So if I don't know how many pounds 1 pound is for a pint, I'm not going to be able to answer this question. So they gave us this information, and it's key to answering this question. Awesome. So an empty bucket weighs 1 pound, but when filled, the bucket weighs 9 pounds. So about how many pints of water were in the bucket? So what it's asking us is how many pounds were how many pints were in the bucket. So the fact that an empty bucket weighs 1 pound is very important, because it doesn't want us to figure out how many pounds it is with the bucket. It's asking literally how many pints of water. So it's really important. The bucket weighs 9 pounds now, but really the water is only weighing 8. And I hope you see where I got that from, because we're not worried about the empty bucket, guys. We're worried about what's the water inside the bucket. So then it asks how many pints. So if we have 1 pint for 1 pound, we have 8 pounds for 8 pints. That was kind of confusing, but I know that you will understand this more with our lessons coming. So let's move on, because we're getting a really long lesson here. Here we go. We are moving to page 532, and it's at the top, the lesson practice. Let me just erase this. Okay. So for this lesson, again, we're talking about if it makes sense. Remember, the estimate, does it make sense for them or does it not? And then so we're going to go ahead and do lesson practice B. Okay. Tom is paid $9.15 per hour. Estimate how much Tom is paid for working 8 hours. So it does not say, please multiply $9.15 times 8. It's asking us to estimate the amount of money Tom is making in 8 hours. So $9.15. Remember, what is really close? We are not at $9.50 yet, so we're going to go back down and we're going to round $9.15 to $9. And then we are multiplying that by his 8-hour shift. And again, the decimal point, I don't want it to scare you. You're just going to bring it down. Okay? 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 9 times 8 is 72. And so he makes $72 for 8 hours of work. That's a lot of money. Good job, Tom. Okay. $72 can get you like a lot of things. Okay, last lesson practice. Last. Do you notice how every time we move on to a new lesson, it kind of snowballs together? And it helps you understand it all together? That's what I like about these. Okay, last but certainly not least, we are now just multiplying straight up with decimal points. All right, I think that you understand A because we've been doing it. I want to do 2 hard ones, so I want to do C and D. So let's do $3. Ooh, that was really bad, 3. $3.40 times 5. 0 times 5 is 0. 4 times 5 is put down a 20, put down the 0, carry the 2. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. And you bring down that decimal point to make our answer $17. Okay, last but certainly not least in this review of Chapter 10, I cannot believe that I'm saying this, Chapter 10, wow, is $2.35 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, put down the 0, carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 is 14, put down the 4, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and we bring down that decimal point. I didn't really do a good job of lining that up, sorry guys. But the answer is $9.40. Okay, again, if you have any questions about a specific topic, rewatch any of the videos. Your quiz is coming at you tomorrow. I know you're going to do awesome, and I can't wait to see your work. God bless you guys.